Welcome back to another edition of Sling Pain Gaming. I am Berto, and we're going to do an unboxing of the Alpha Class Star Wing expansion pack for X-Wing Miniatures game, Wave 12. This thing actually looks pretty cool. This looks like a little baby, a baby shuttle. I like it. Isn't it cool? Baby cows. Calves, right? Are they called calves? They're called calves, right? Baby cows, calves? Yeah, I'm getting a nod. Getting a nod from the wife. She said, yeah. If we're wrong, oh well. All right, so let's open this bad boy up. I already cut it open just so to speed things up so you guys don't watch me actually do it with a scissor. All right, so let's open this bad boy up. Ooh, it's in there pretty good. Okay, so you got to be a little bit delicate here because this thing has guns all over the place. But let me put it on a peg so you guys can see it. Take a look at that guy. I like that. Nice attack shuttle. I'm saying attack shuttle. I'm sorry, Alpha Class Star Wing. Jesus, I'm going to get these names all mixed up. But I mean, it's a shuttle. It's a baby version of the shuttle, which is nice. It's got two big big guns on the top there, and then two guns on the side. Looks like it's got some ordnance silos of some sort, but I don't know. We'll see when we open up all the cards here and what it's got. You know what the funny part is? I've started seeing like different ships that have different things, and all of a sudden you think it would have something, and then you go to look because the ship has, let's say, a turret, and also you don't see a turret on the ship. You're like, why doesn't it have a turret? But this thing looks like it's got guns right here on the top there. I don't know if you guys can see them. It looks like they can flip around and shoot the rear, but I don't think this is. I don't know. We'll take a look at the cards here, but it's nice. It's small base ship. Let's open up the package of cards of goodies here. Let's open up these bad boys. Let's first take a look at the cardboard that comes here. So the first with the cardboard. All right. You can see the PS7 and the PS5, which is Major Vynder and Lieutenant Karsabi. Am I saying that right? Lieutenant Karsabi. I like that. And it's also got the reload action. Interesting. I like that. If you guys haven't seen the other videos, we kind of talked about some of these other ships already. So it's nothing new. But on the other side, you can see the PS2 and the PS4, which is the new NU Squadron Pilot, or the Rho Squadron Pilot, or Squadron Veteran, right? PS2, PS4, which is nice. And let's get right into the dial. Look at that dial. Did you guys notice anything? It doesn't have any mechanism to turn around. But it's got 1 and 2 speed straight green maneuvers. It's got 2 bank green maneuvers. Dial's kind of light. It's got a 4 red turn. That's the only red thing on it. But no K turns whatsoever. You do see the jam token and the weapons disabled token, or AKA no shot. And you see the symbol for the dials if you buy the third part FFG upgraded dials, which is nice. So let's get right into, let's see what upgrade cards come with this. It has the jam tokens and the reload action, just like the Kimo Gullah Fighter for the Scum faction. And I'm going to read this off just in case if you guys didn't watch that video. But the jam tokens, this text in this is like mind-boggling. When a ship has both the jam token and the focus token, evade, or blue target lock token, remove the jam token. That ship chooses and removes one of its focus, evade, or blue target lock token. A ship is jammed. So basically just removing one of the mechanics of those tokens. So you jam it, you tell them, they pick which one they want to remove. If they only have one, they remove it. So it's just basically you're jamming one of those actions, which is pretty cool. It also has the reload action, which is and you'll see the weapons disabled being used for that, because a ship with the reload icon in their action bar may perform a reload action. To reload, choose any number of ships equipped discarded torpedo or missile upgrade cards and flip them face up. Then assign the ship's weapons disabled token. Now, I can see this on this ship because this ship's going to take a while to come back around into the fight. You can do a weapons disabled and disable yourself because it's going to be a while before it turns back into the fight, potentially, depending on how everything's laid out on the board. But you can reload that. You fire all the munitions, right? turn it back around, reload the munitions, spend weapons disabled for that one turn, and the next turn you're fully healthy with more munitions. Why FFG? Why? Munitions and bombs are becoming a real pain in the butt. A ship with the weapons disabled token assigned cannot perform attacks. All weapons disabled tokens are removed during the end phase. So again, just for that one turn. So we got that. We also got the titles and upgrades and modifications. Talks about that. You can only have one modification, one tile, unless there's some kind of upgrade that tells you, but not for this one. And limited cards. If the card says limited, you can only equip one card per ship. You can't have multiple copies of if it says limited on that one ship. You can have multiple copies in your list, but not for that one ship. But then it also has a slam action. Wait, what? What? Wait. Oh, it does got the slam action. Oh. All right. But the slam action, ships with the slam icon in their action bar may perform a slam, which is a sublight acceleration motor. I love that. Action: to slam, choose and execute a maneuver on your ship's dial. Then choose a maneuver the chosen maneuver must be the same speed as the maneuver that the ship executed this round. Then assign that ship a weapons disabled token. A ship with a weapons disabled token assigned to it cannot perform attacks. Weapon disabled tokens are removed during the end phase, along with the focus evade tokens. Perform slam counts as an executing a maneuver. Okay, so if you say let's say you do a 2-speed maneuver of whatever, 2 bank, 2 whatever, right? And as long as it's not red, for this one, for this particular ship, it's not. But for other ships, if you do, I say a white or green, and you can do an action. If you take the slam action, if you did a 2-speed maneuver, you have to do a 2-speed of some other maneuver as your slam action. But you treat it as a maneuver. So if you lay down, it's not like a boost, like, can I boost around this rock? Oh, no, I'm going to click the rock. I can't do the boost. No, you put down a 2-speed maneuver, right? And let's say it's a 2-bank, and you don't think you're very close to a rock or to another ship or whatever. Guess what? You still have to execute that whole maneuver, and you will bump or overlap a rock or go through debris or hit another ship or all that fun stuff. So it's executed as a maneuver. I like that. Definitely interesting. The slam action. See, I like when they take other actions into us. I think this is the first time Imperials actually have a slam action, which is nice. So let's take a look at the pilot cards. Here's the new Squadron Pilot. Nice art. Coming out of PS2 at 18 points. Not bad. 18 points. It's got a 2 attack value, 2 agility, 4 hull, 3 shields. I like that. Middle of ground beefy. It's got a focus, target lock, slam action, and reload action. 18 points. It's got a torpedo and a missile slot. Not too bad. This thing's got a lot of guns on it, but yet it's only have 2 primary attack dice. I don't get that. You would think it would have more. At least 3. I'm trying to help you out, Imperial players. All right, so 18, I like that. New for PS2. The next one is a PS4, Rho Squadron Veteran. Okay. And this comes with an elite talent slot, but still same stat line, 2 attack, 2 agility, 4 hull, 3 shields, coming in at 21 points, and it's got an elite torpedo missile slot for the upgrade slot. So for PS4, getting an elite slot, it's nice. I also like it how it's a PS4. One of the biggest things that you started seeing a lot of ships that were PS3 value on the playing field as far as being played in the tournament. So this being a PS4, jumping it up a little bit more, allowing to tack it and hopefully wiping off a ship off the board. And the cool part is you can actually fit a bunch of these bad boys on here because they're 21 points, outfit it nicely with some kind of torpedo or missile slot, and maybe one extra elite upgrade of some sort. And the cool part about this also, too, is that it's a non-unique, so you can have more than one of this. I like that. Nice job for Imperials there. Definitely helping out Imperials. All right. PS5, Lieutenant Karsabi. That is an awesome art. Coming in at 24 points. I like PS5. Same thing as the Rho Squadron Veteran. You have elite torpedo and missile. Same action bar, but this does actually have an ability here. It says, when you receive a weapons disabled token, if you are not stressed, you may receive 1 stress token to remove it. Nice. I like that. When you receive a weapons disabled token, so anytime you receive a weapons disabled token, so either from Advanced Slam or from the reload action, see, that's nice because you can outfit this with torpedoes, and with its ability here, you can put those torpedoes right back on as soon as you want to actually reload them. I like that because in the reload, it's an action, right? You get the symbol, you remove the symbol with his ability, move the weapons disabled, and then you can shoot torpedoes again that round. Crazy stuff. I like that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if the ship was able to turn around faster, maybe. It doesn't have any mechanics to move around like as far as boost and upgrade. But for PS5, I like that. Definitely shaking up some of the game using the ability, tying the ability with the actions and stuff that the ship comes with. I like that. And then you have Major Vynder, PS7. Beautiful art on that. Coming in at 26 points, same stat line, 2243, same action bar, focus, target lock, slam, and reload. You also have the elite and torpedo. But his ability is when defending, if you have a weapons disabled token, roll 1 additional defense die. I like that. Definitely trying to help doing all the Imperial things about evading, because that's what Imperials are good about, and rolling tons and tons of green dice. So if you do have a weapons disabled token, let's say you do slammed, right? And if you are still in somebody's arc, you can actually roll an additional dice, which is actually pretty nice when defending only. It actually doesn't say once per round. It says when defending, so you can always use it. So if you have 3 ships shooting at you, hopefully not. But if you do have multiple ships shooting at you, you can use it every time, because as long as you have that weapons disabled token on you, which is pretty nice. All right, so let's get into the upgrades. We saw this with the Kimogilla fighter, Saturation Salvo. Looks like a TIE fighter being destroyed. That's a good thing. I know all the Imperial players are giving me grief on the comments there, to saying that I don't talk about Imperial as, oh, I'm a Rebel player. We have other people that are like Imperials, like Nims. He actually was flying some Imperial lists today with the TIE Silencer. But Saturation Salvo. After you perform an attack with a torpedo or missile secondary weapon that does not hit each ship at range 1 of that defender with an agility value lower than the squad point cost of the torpedo and missile upgrade card, must roll 1 attack dice, suffer any hits or critical damage, rolled 1 point EPT. I like that. And it's not faction based, so you can use it for anything. I like this because this actually gives some splash damage. So if you do have, this breaks up a lot of the formations, which you really don't see too much formation flying anymore, which I really wish they did, because I think that would be a thing. I mean, I know the bomber came out with a formations card, but it's really not what you think it is. It's not like, it helps out, but not a lot. But I like this because this gives some splash damage to any torpedoes. Again, just more love for secondary weapons, which everybody's hating, especially Alpha Strike weapons. But having this on that's pretty good. And again, you can outfit it pretty much anybody that has an elite talent slot. But for 1 point, where are you going to put this for elite talent slot? That all depends. But some of the lower PS ships that do have elite talent slots, this actually might be a nice upgrade, because for 1 point, you can add some splash damage, which is nice. Cruise missiles. This is becoming a pain in my butt, this card, I swear. You're starting to see cruise missiles a lot with Alpha Strike, especially on the Skurgs. It says 1 attack dice. You're like, 1 attack dice? Who the hell would pick this? At range 2 to 3 ability for 3 points? But wait till you read the card text. Attack target lock. You don't have to spend the target lock. Discard this card to perform this attack. You may roll additional attack dice equal to the speed of your maneuver you executed this round, to a maximum of 4 additional dice. Exactly. Skurgs, for some reason, Captain Nims and Skurgs with this on there is nasty. Any Skurgs is nasty. The Lock Revenants, whatever. It's just a nasty thing to deal with. Because they have a 4 forward and plus the 1 dice. That's 5 dice that they're slinging at you. And if they have the guidance chips modification, any other shenanigans. And the cool part is they can also use a target lock because it doesn't require you to spend a target lock. So as long as you have a target lock, then they can spend a target lock to re-roll any of those nasty 5 dice that they just slung at you, and then guidance chips you. It's just a pain in the butt. That's all I'm going to call these. It's a pain in the butt. Cruise missiles is a pain in my butt, especially for alpha strikes. You start to see a lot of these. You have one copy of this in here. You do have a thing called Jamming Beam, which is a cannon upgrade, okay, which is pretty interesting because naturally this card does not have, naturally this ship does not have a cannon upgrade, but with, where is it here? You can change the loadout with some title cards, but we'll get to that in a second. So for a cannon upgrade, Jamming Beam, attack 3 dice, range 1 to 2. It's an attack, 1 ship only. If this attack hits, assign the defender 1 jam token. Again, as soon as you do a jam token, they have to remove one of those tokens, focus, target lock, and evade, blue target lock. Then cancel all dice results. For 1 point for cannon, Jamming Beam, this is nice. And we'll get into why this is nice with other cards here. Because then you have this card, Linked Battery. All right, check the art on that one. Fire everything. That's pretty cool. See if we can turn. There we go. 2 points, cannon slot. It says when attacking with the primary weapon or secondary cannon weapon, you may re-roll 1 attack die. I like that. Small ship only, and it's limited to 1 per ship. 2 points, cannon slot, right? And again, it's not faction-based, so either the Jamming Beam or this card, you can use it for other factions that have the cannon slot. Maybe some Imperial Love, like TIE Defenders, you know, with the cannon slot. You have the Advanced Slam, and this is the Advanced Slammed with the new text. After performing slam action, if you did not overlap an obstacle or another ship, you may perform a free action on your action bar. That wasn't, you know, before it had to be on the action bar. So biggest thing with Advanced Slam that got nerfed was it said you perform an action, so you can drop action bombs. That's what everybody got upset about. This is 2 points, so they nerfed this. This is actually the real card, which is actually pretty cool. They give you get the new text on the card. Most of the time, you don't get new text on upgrade cards. So you always had to you know what the errata was that they upgraded on the FAQ, and then have them. So having an actual card that actually has the new text on it is actually pretty cool. I wish actually they would probably make a lot of money, FFG, if they sold the cards that they nerfed for tournament play in a separate pack, so people could have them, so people can remember stuff. But now let's get into the whole cannon thing, because these ships normally don't come with a cannon, but you can start outfitting cool things like this. Check out this title, the XG1 Assault Configuration. Yeah, exactly. 1 point, Alpha Class Star Wing only title card. You upgrade bar gains the 2 cannons. 2 cannon upgrades. You may perform attacks with your secondary weapon that cost 2 or few squad points, even while you have a weapons disabled token. Exactly. Yes, you guys were thinking the same thing I was thinking. You fit 2 of these bad boys on here, Jamming Beam and then Link Battery, because you have this. This is 1 point. This is 2 points, 3 points, for a total of 4 extra points. Right, you can deal some nasty shenanigans with that, and you get to attack again. That has with secondary cannon weapons at 2 or fewer squad points. So with jamming beam is 1 squad point. There's tractor beam. There's a couple other cannon cards that are actually cannon upgrade cards that are actually 2 or fewer. But you can use that and cause a whole bunch of shenanigans. And then on top of Link Battery, when attacking a primary, secondary cannon weapon, you may reroll 1 attack die. That's like a built-in lone wolf, but no range limitations. You can do whatever you want. So it's like a mini target lock. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So you can cause some jamming shenanigans, strip away some tokens, and then unleash holy hell with your other ships, which is nice. And then last but not least is another title card that they give you, just because one is not enough. But Imperials need some love right now, because right now there's a lot of rebels and scum on the tables. I don't see that many Imperials, so I'm actually happy about this stuff. This is the OS-1 Arsenal Loadout Alpha Class Star Wing title. Your upgrade bar gains the torpedo and missile upgrade icons. You may perform attacks with torpedo and missile secondary weapons against ships you have locked, even while you have weapons disabled tokens. Exactly. So you can advance slam, get a weapons disable tokens, and do nasty shenanigans. So this is how that ship moves. So think about this. I'm actually liking this ship. It's got 4 hull, 3 shields. I like that. But you can do some shenanigans, put that OS Arsenal title, and it's not a unique. Both titles are not unique. So you can fit one on every ship that you have if you want to run more than one of these ships on here. You can load them, load it with a torpedo missile slot, right? With saturation salvo, after you perform an attack with your torpedo or missile secondary weapon that does not hit, you get splash damage for that card for 1 point. You got the OS1 Arsenal Loadout. Then you got the Advanced Slam. So 2 points, 2 points, 1 point. That's 5 points right there. You put 5 points on a ship plus your torpedo choice. I would think it would be the actual cruise missiles, right? And you can do Advanced Slam. So you can do a 3, slam in, right? Do some nasty shenanigans. Have the weapons disable token. You can almost do you can do 2 around the rock, then 2 around this way, and do and then have the torpedo, and you can advance slam, so you get a target lock icon, right? Fire your cruise missiles. You have guidance chips as your which is a 0 point modification on this. And let's say if you wanted to put it on your new squadron thing for 18 points, 5 plus your cruise missiles, which are 3. That's 5 plus 3. That's 8. 18. It's 26 guidance chips, so 26 points. You can outfit 3 of these, 2 of these if you want, and you can do some nasty shenanigans and do some nasty alpha strikes and go around the board like crazy with your with the Advanced Slam. That is nasty. And if you really want, where's the other card? Is it that? Is it no? I think is it part of the other upgrade? Maybe it's part of the other upgrade. But yeah, but for 8 points, that's pretty cool. Imperials, you're getting some love. I like this, and plus with the TIE silencer too, which we're gonna get into in a second. But I like this expansion, especially for Imperials, because they did need some loving. Because I have to admit, Scum and Rebels were all over the place. But then again, Imperials were all over the place for a while. But tell me what you guys think of this ship. Tell me what you guys, you guys, how many are you buying? Why? How many are you buying? What's some lists you're going to put together? Definitely leave it in the comments below. Tell me some shenanigan lists that you have. I actually like that the Imperials are getting some Advanced Slam action because it just opens up the game, especially to some maneuvering, because Advanced Slam, I used to play triple K wings with the bombs. Everybody hated me. But Advanced Slam, it's actually a nice, you can wrap around a rock, go up into another thing, and just a whole bunch of shenanigans with your maneuvers. It's like Boost on steroids. There is some, you have to be careful with your maneuver, and you have to come to some spatial awareness that if you're going to go that far, right, you have to really understand where your ship's going to be with a 3K turn. But if you do say, not 3K turn, sorry, 3 turn, but after you do a 3 turn, you got to figure out, am I going to fit another, the 3 turn or 3 straight or whatever I'm going to do to where I want to position. But worst case, if you don't, you have options because you don't have to do another turn. You can always do some different maneuvers as long as it's the same speed. So this gives you some options, some back out options. Also, depending on where your opponent's ships move, right? If you're moving last, let's say you have some higher PS, it allows you to do some extra shenanigans and reposition yourself. So even though this doesn't have a K turn or something to turn around, with an Advanced Slam doing 2 hard turns, you're going to be right back into the action next go around. And on top of it, right, you can fire your munitions with weapons disabled token on it. So I think it's awesome. I really like that. All right, we're gonna wrap this video up. We're gonna do coming up next the TIE silencer unboxing. We're gonna unbox that big bad boy. And we have some other TIE bombers. We also have a whole bunch of other unboxings for the Wave 12 and Wave 13 if you guys haven't seen those other ones. But this was just for the Alpha Wing, I'm always going to Alpha Class Star Wing. Say that 10 times fast. But I love it. This is a beautiful looking ship. Definitely having one in my collection. I'm not a big Imperial player, but if I was an Imperial player, this thing would definitely be on the table with some nasty shenanigans that it can do. All right. Let's wrap this up. If you guys like this video, definitely give it a like below. Also, subscribe to our channel. If you guys want, also to help support us, definitely check out our Team SPG, our token store, and also our apparel store. We got t-shirts, tokens. We have tons of different tokens for compatible for Star Wars, X-Wing, and a bunch of other games. Also, if you guys want, we have different theme tokens. So if you are Imperial player or Rebel player, we have different themes that would match those. It's pretty cool. Definitely take a look at that. All the links below. Also, if you guys want to connect with us on our Facebook groups, we have several different Facebook groups for our different games. Also, our Facebook page. And also in our X-Wing Facebook group that has a couple thousand people now, we're also going to have, actually every month we have a Listinator challenge, and one's going on right now. And the winner of the Listinator challenge, as picked by the community, actually gets to win a 20-piece set from Sling Paint Gaming. That's what I'm talking about. Of your choosing, which is pretty nice. As long as it's 1-inch standard size. The Epic tokens, which I don't know if you guys ever seen our Epic tokens. I don't have anything really available. But our Epic tokens, we made them as a gag. It was a 2.25-inch big tokens like this big instead of the 1-inch tokens. We converted a lot of our sets because people have been asking. We came out with a standard set just to have fun with it for Epic play, for Epic tokens. And but everybody loved them so much, we started selling the epic size tokens and all of our theme-based tokens. So if you want a Rebel theme-based set, we have a couple of them that are available that are on the epic size. So, and you can also get all the action tokens too. So if you want a weapons disabled token that we made up, that Jim made up, one of our artists, you've seen him right here on a couple of videos. We actually now have a 2.25-inch weapons disabled and jam, which is really in your face. Bam! You put it on the table, everybody sees it from a mile away, which is pretty nice. But definitely take a look at those guys. And all the links to our stores are down below. All right, we're going to wrap this up. Definitely put your lists. What do you guys think about this ship? Definitely leave it in the comments below. All right, see you guys.